All right, hi, happy March. It's March 1st when I'm filming this, and I just want to say happy March. I can't believe we're already in March. We are, after the end of this month, it'll be like, what, a quarter of the year done already, and that sounds really scary, and it feels like it's still January. I got some packages in the mail from an order that I placed, and this one was, I believe, from Sephora, from WESTMAN Atelier. It is the Clean Glow Trio. And boy, this was on my like to buy list for a really long time, probably a couple months. And you know, never bit the bullet just because this thing is like $75. So I think Sephora a couple like weeks ago, maybe a couple of days ago, they were having like a sale and I was not really intending to buy anything. I did see this though, and it was from $75. I think it was knocked down to like 50 something. Are really expensive, probably in the luxury tier, I guess. I was also really excited because they're in a mini set. Having mini sizes are great for me because I oftentimes don't use up full-size products. So I thought this was really nice, and it comes with some of their best, I think some of their best colors, best sell colors. They are in the limited edition like red packaging. I did already open them because I was excited. So if I have to say, like, I kind of would like it if it was skinnier. Like in comparison, here's my Fenty one. The WESTMAN Atelier one is a little bit chunkier, and I was a little bit hesitant about buying this because I'm so into contour right now. I was really excited because I was like, yes, another contour stick, but I think this actually might be a little bit more warmer tone than the Fenty one. So here's the Fenty one. Okay, so pretty similar in color. Yeah, here on camera it definitely shows. Like in real life, I'm kind of dealing with, I'm kind of in like the darkness a little bit, but on camera you can see definitely the WESTMAN Atelier one is definitely warmer. The problem is I don't know which one is which now that I like took them out. This one is the blush. So this is in Petal. This one is like mauve-y toned, I guess. It's like almost a little purplish tone, which I don't dislike. But that is the Petal one next door. Yeah, it looks a little bit more rosy. I think in person it might look just a hint more purpley. You know, I'm not like the hugest like fan of blush. I admittedly do not have that many blushes. Like, let's see, I have this one that I just got. I have MAC blush that I think I featured in another video, and it is in Melba. This one, which actually is just a face palette, but it has a blush in it, and I don't know the names of them. It doesn't matter, you can probably look it up online, but it has a couple of like blush colors. So these two here and here, the top and bottom, middle. This blush, which came free like years ago, I definitely should throw this away, but I haven't really used it ever because I told you I'm really bad at blush. I just don't know where to put it. I feel like it looks weird on my face every single time, like I'm going for like auditioning to be a clown or something. And oh Jesus, I need to like figure out how to open this. Open, please. Look, I haven't even really used it. You can still see the embossing on it. It was good that it was free, so there's that. And this is in Party. I don't know, whatever. Amazonian clay. And then I just have this one that I just bought. So in Petal. I know I keep mentioning this. I hope nobody's sick of me talking about it, but it's basically whenever I say Douyin, interchange it with TikTok. So I saw it on TikTok, basically Chinese Douyin. And then people have been just using the blush in like all different places on their face. So I'm just gonna, oh gosh, I kind of grabbed maybe way too much. So I'm gonna try to put it on like using my fingers, which I've seen some girls do. I'm using the screen on my phone, so admittedly it's probably gonna look way worse in real life. And then I've seen them do it a little bit like on the tip of their nose. That looks so stupid. Oh God, rub it off. I see them put it like up higher on their face instead of like here. I see them put it like way up high. good enough because I feel like I'm just so awful at doing blush or anything of the sorts. Last one that I want to share is this one. This is the Lit Up Highlight Stick in Nectar. Nectar is like a little bit pinkier, whereas Lit I think is a little more just pale and white, I guess. Okay, well, you can't really see that at all, I guess, because it's a highlighter. It's like literally right next door, but you can't see it. Maybe it's just blending into my skin color. It's okay. Now, how is that going to translate on the face? Maybe I'll just do a dot on the nose like I typically do. I love to test this out not using the phone camera. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna continue testing these out. I do wish they came in like the original packaging, like the other colors. I don't know, red is okay, but sometimes when you have like all three of them next to each other, it's like, man, it's kind of hard to see which one is which. So yeah, I'll continue testing that out. The next product that I want to talk about is this. Guess what? It's a recommendation from Doyen. So yeah, that's literally where I get all my news from now. It is the Makeup Forever Artist Highlighter. And this one, super unique. Super unique, I think, in the West. In the West, when you say highlighter, you kind of mean something like that WESTMAN Atelier one, where it's a little bit glimmery and shimmery. But this is a product that is from a Western brand, but it's a kind of concept, I guess, that's I've seen a little bit more in like Eastern beauty, which is a highlighter, but it's a matte highlighter. So what it means by that is it's supposed to just brighten up your face. So it's kind of just like if you were to get a powder that's maybe a little bit too light for you. So it's supposed to brighten up like specific parts of your face. So it just looks like this. Now, the one thing I don't particularly like about this, it like shakes in the pan. So it doesn't seem that like high quality, maybe per se, but I think it's like interchangeable. So this is basically like a frame, I guess, and then you can like pop different powders inside it, which I guess is okay. It kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like this packaging, it's nothing like beautiful that you want to showcase. But how the Doyen girlies do it is that they will apply. Wow, that is so soft. Oh, it's like I'm touching a little cloud. What? It's like I'm touching nothing but a cloud at the same time. It's like a marshmallow. How many analogies do you want? All of them. Okay. Anyways, I have some on my finger. They do it like under the eyes just to brighten. Again, using the thing here, using like the screen on my phone is probably not ideal. I would definitely do this differently if I had an actual mirror in front of me. But yeah, I think that it kind of did work. I'm dealing with crap lighting as per usual, so. Wow, this is just so soft. I would do this all day if it didn't mean I'm like actually using the product, but I have a little bit on my finger and then just going to apply some here. And I deal with like quite a lot of shadows underneath my eye. Hopefully this can help. Okay, you know what? For right now, I'm pretty happy with it. I probably didn't blend it out at all, but I'm really happy with this product. It feels really nice. I think it's doing some brightening. I shall get back to you on that. But I'm gonna keep testing this out. Oh, I didn't even say the color name. This is H100 Cheerful Beige. And yeah, it's a matte highlighter. So it's kind of just like a light powder. Like technically, I think that you can just go to any powder and get like maybe a couple shades lighter than you usually are. Now this is one color. They only have one of the matte colors. Oh, that feels so soft. Those Kaleidos and Judy Doll contour palettes are pretty similar, but whoa. Okay, let's swatch it there. Okay, that's it. My camera is probably not picking it up well, but they only have one color, so if you are a deeper color, I don't know what to say, you might have to go the route of just buying a powder that's a little bit lighter than you are and then using that to highlight like the inner part of your face. But oh, I love it just for the feeling of that. Oh, I completely forgot to tell you. Basically, why I kind of set you up here was to talk to you about this product. I used it today. This is the, what is it? L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Triple Power Anti-Aging Moisturizer. It's supposed to reduce wrinkles, firm, and brighten. Now, this is a gem. I actually didn't buy this. I think it just came in like, I don't know, a bunch of samples. I've really been on a mission to recently like use up a lot of these samples because I've realized I've accumulated so many of them and I never actually used any of them. So to be honest, I think this is maybe like a year old, which it might have gone bad, but I am saying I used it and holy cow, this is like, I really want to go out and buy the full size because this was so nice. But yeah, this is a year old. I basically used it yesterday night, mostly because I'm out of moisturizer and I've been trying to, like I said, use up some of my samples. And I used this and didn't really think much of it. I applied it and it felt pretty normal. It just felt like any other moisturizer. It didn't feel anything like revolutionary or different. But I woke up this morning and I was just in such disbelief. Like my skin felt so moisturized. It just felt so soft and supple and firm. And this says it reduces wrinkles and firms, and I think it kind of does. It might be a placebo. Not a placebo. It might be like temporary results, but I definitely felt it. I really want to go out and buy the full size of this, but it'll probably have to wait because I have a couple of other products. Anyways, I'm just saying this sleeper hit. Okay, so next thing that I wanted to talk about was more orders that came in. I went to ZARA.com and I did some shopping. Now, not all of these are gonna be keeps. How I usually do things is I buy like a lot of stuff at ZARA, then it gets shipped it to me and then try them on like with the rest of my clothes, and then I'll decide if I want to keep it or not. So not all of this is a keep. Some of them will be like returning. So I'm gonna share all of them. It is maybe gonna be really difficult to show up because I'm realizing that a lot of the clothes I buy nowadays are just black or shades of like really dark colors. This is gonna be the noisiest jacket. I've actually already tried them on, but I'll just show them here and then I'll maybe show a cutaway. Okay, anyways, this is a jacket that is so loud. It feels kind of like you have a trash bag draped around you because of it's the sound. And then it is basically like a puffer jacket, but it's cropped. For one thing, it's cropped, and then it also has neoprene like sleeves. I really like this. I actually do. The only thing I don't like about it is that it does this. It is, I mean, I know a lot of puffer jackets do that, but for some reason this one sounds extra trash baggy. And yeah, but it is cropped. I kind of wish it was maybe a little bit more fitted. I think that it's a little bit cropped and a little bit boxier, but everything else I really like. I think the neoprene sleeves are such a cool idea. I think it's different. It's not like a regular puffer jacket. It has zipper pockets. This is actually in medium. I don't know why I got a medium. I would say I'm usually a small, but I think maybe I got a medium. So if I decide to wear anything bulkier underneath, then I could do that. This is the next item. This is I have no idea what to call this. It is just a sweater with a high neck button detail. Here we go. It's actually navy blue and it is a knit material, but it's kind of a unique knit. It's not like, it's quite a thick knit and very densely like packed. I'm on the fence about this, which makes me think that maybe I should just return it if I'm on the fence about it. I think it's a little bit too boxy. It's a little bit too wide, and the sleeves are a little bit weird too because they're pretty wide up here, and then as they get down to the wrist area, they get slimmer, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know if that silhouette kind of suits me, that silhouette that has a lot of fabric up here, because I think I have quite broad shoulders, and I don't know, when you add fabric like around your armpit area, it just makes you look like broad frame girls like me look even broader. So I'm not sure if I like that too much. And also the sleeves are really short for some reason. It like comes up above like maybe like right here when usually like sweaters come up here. The neck too is I think a little bit too wide. I think if it was like took away a little bit of fabric around the neck and hugged the neck a little bit more, it would be maybe a little bit more flattering. It's nothing special. It's not like once I have this in my wardrobe, I'm gonna reach for it all the time. So for that reason, I think I already decided. These two that I have to share are gonna be pretty tricky for me to actually show you a set. It's not really a set. I didn't buy it as a set, but it is a set in the sense of they pair together. I did buy them independently. So first thing we have here is this, I guess kind of pants, long pants, trousers. They are pretty wide leg, and admittedly, I think they're a little bit too wide leg. I think if it was like maybe an inch shorter, like around the circumference, it would be probably more ideal. But I'm actually super surprised though, because like I said, I'm quite short. So usually ZARA pants tend to be long on me. So I never really buy a lot of ZARA pants, but these ones were actually pretty good. Like they actually hit at like a pretty good length on me. They kind of drape across like any shoes I'm wearing really nicely. So maybe if you're a little bit taller, it might be cropped, but those pants are kind of super simple. Now this top is a little bit more unique. It is basically asymmetrical, so it looks like that. It is ruched at the bottom as well, so on either side it has ruching, elasticated ruching. Fabric is, I don't even know how to talk about this. It's not ribbed, but it is just stripy, and the texture feels stripy, so it literally feels like stripes. Yeah, but it's long sleeve. It is pretty form-fitting. Like I would say it might be a little bit, it like might run a little bit small. Like I said, I also have broad shoulders, so maybe I usually have to take tops in a larger size. They look quite nice together when you wear them just as a whole set. I think that might be a keep, but it is a big commitment because now I have to commit to keeping both items. Okay, so this next item, I think it's gonna be a return. The fabric I think is super nice. It is a silk, not a silk, a satin. Oh, this is a medium. That's weird. Maybe it said it was running small. But why I say it's weird is because even for a medium, this is like tight on me. Like it really does not do anything for like around my shoulders. It's really tight. So if I try to like basically relax, it is like the ties on it come out. Like I don't know. It's just not a shirt for my body, I guess. Maybe if I get a large or something, but I still don't know. I still am like uncertain of like how to wear it, like what top to wear under it. But it is nice in concept. It looks cool on the model. I just don't think it's necessarily for me. I didn't even really mention what it is. It's basically a blouse, but it doesn't have like buttons to close it. It has ties. So here are all the ties at the bottom. Also kind of wrinkling kind of easily. So as I'm holding it up here, you can already see it's wrinkling, which I don't know. I think that might just mean there has to be more upkeep with this item. And I'm a lazy gal, okay? I don't really want to have to steam my clothes. I'm gonna maybe wear like a tank top underneath and see if I like that look. But if I don't, this will probably also be a return. This next item is a sweater. Probably should have folded it more nicely instead of just stuffing it in the box. This is a sweater. It has a cross across the front of it, but it doesn't continue at the back. So it literally just stops kind of halfway. This is a terrible showcase of the item, but it stops basically right at the seam on the side. And it's a creamish color. And I have to say, first of all, the material feels so soft. When you're wearing it, especially, it feels like a warm hug. So material wise, this is actually very nice. Structural wise, I'm not so sure. I'm not completely sold on it. It looks maybe a little bit weird. I haven't actually made up my mind about this. I think I just really am overwhelmed by the softness of this item. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna have to figure it out in my own time. I think this is the last item. So this is a jacket. This is another neoprene item. I really like neoprene because jersey is just, annoying me at the moment. I really like neoprene because I feel like it's just, it like wipes all the dirt off of it. Like if anything falls on it, I feel like it's just gonna fly away. Jersey, I feel like will stick. It is falling under the same trap as the navy sweater from earlier. Those silhouettes just don't flatter me too much because there's just so much fabric around here. You just end up feeling bulky. So I like it, the fabric I like, the idea of it but I don't really like a silhouette of it. So I think this will also be a return, which is completely fine because this guy, not cheap, $50 right here. I think this will be a return as well. And that basically wraps up all of them. That's it. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this part beauty, part fashion thing, haul-ish, I don't know. Anyways, I will see you guys in another video. Bye.